Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out in the front court along with Tatum. Then there's Derek White. And there's Porzingis. And it's Pritchard in at the point. And for Houston, the post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Fred VanVleet out there with Jaylen Green. And it's Smith in at the 3. And Greg, it must add a little extra motivation for both these teams to end the year on this New Year's Eve on a winning note.
It does. But the atmosphere is special on New Year's Eve no matter what. The fans are excited. There are a lot of families in the crowd, and everyone's having fun. And the players can pick up on that energy.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Brown against Smith. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Smith kicks to Green. From outside, off the mark. Here's the Celtics with the ball. It's a three-point game. Tatum, that's for 2. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what?
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
So it's Boston now. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. They'll have to be much more focused this time around.
And here we go with Green. Nobody back. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Tatum drives in. Pass to Pritchard. Jacks up a 3, and it's Jayson Tatum with a 3. He's got 8.
Tatum aggressively looking for his shot now, preparing before the pass or rush.
And with that lightning first step of Jaylen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pritchard passes to Porzingis, wants to get it to Brown and does.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. It was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin, and that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
If you allow him to get that close, he deserves to get scored on.
He lobs it up. Porzingis with the steal. Pass to Pritchard. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Porzingis can't hit. Rockets trailed by 5. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I caught up with Stephen Silas a little bit ago. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Hard to create spacing without the three.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Smith sets the pick for Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Tatum passes to Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
Here's Smith, and then Smith with the jam.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Brown inside, working on Smith. That one goes. Count it. Brown's got 8 points. Rockets trail by 4. Smith outside. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Houston making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Şengün. Gallinari comes in for Smith. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Jaylen Green. And a new group in for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Porzingis. Terrence Ross comes in for Brown. Max Strus is checked in for White. And it's Holiday in for Pritchard. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Here's Smith, and it's Smith finishing it off.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
The pass to Holiday. Misses the 3. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 3. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Holiday recapturing the momentum. He's got his finger, actually, he's got his hands on the pulse of this game.
Nice shot by Smith.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Here's Smith, and
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Here's Holiday. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia. Pass to Strus. Out to Holiday. Knocked away. Stolen by Van Vliet. Now Smith, coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. Jackson has the open look. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. Holiday surveying the floor. Stolen by Van Vliet. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And a new group in for the Celtics. Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Jayson Tatum comes in for Terrence Ross. Derek White's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. Green is out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Smith in at the small forward position. It's the 5 for Houston right now.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Clark, let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
Here's White. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Smith. And it's Houston with another.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And here's Tatum for three. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
I tell you, we get these explosive nights from Tatum more and more often. I mean, he's got the tools of a top 10 scorer in this league, and they're on display now.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. From deep. No good. That's just his first miss in 7 shots. Smith with a screen on Tatum. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 6th assist on the night.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. He's checked in for Jaylen Green. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Porzingis kicks to White. Porzingis inside. Şengün covering. Smith outside. And Smith gets double-teamed. Şengün passes to Smith. And stolen by Tatum. Over Smith. Second chance shot. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to 6 on the bucket from Porzingis.
Porzingis able to use that 7'6" wingspan to full effect, beating everybody to the board and then quickly cashing in.
And so Houston again turning it over. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Look at Smith. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And the Celtics making a change here. Horford's checked in.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Double team on Holiday. Here's Strus, and the layup falls.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
He is the epitome of a seasoned veteran. Jrue Holiday has performed at a high level no matter what uniform he's had on. That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
There's 1:38 left in the first half. Double team on Holiday.
And about Drew Holiday, he's got that championship mentality.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, he established that with the Bucks winning the title that late in your career, especially after the career he's had. It's got to feel good. I mean, by far, one of the hardest workers in the game, Drew Holiday. Oh, man.
Wow. And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Oladipo, the pass to Smith. And it's back by Horford.
Horford doing a nice job that time using his length to get that shot block.
Back to Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Count it. Tatum's got 20.
Tatum knows how to score in the paint, folks. He can make any adjustment needed to find the shot that works for him.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Rockets lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Let's hear it for the
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
It's early in the season, but let's glance at the candidates for this year's dunk contest. Some of the game's top athletes in the spotlight.
Man, these guys practice their dunks for countless hours, man. They know their fans are expecting a show.
Make the first dunk.
And we come back to the game at hand in the first half. Plenty to like for the Houston Rockets.
What stood out to me is the way they crash the glass. These guys go hard after every miss, and that's reflected in the score.
They look like the hungrier team, or maybe I'm just getting hungry myself.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the floor for Boston. Out in the front court along with Tatum. And there's Porzingis. Then it's White. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position.
Outstanding work from Porzingis that time, creatively sending that one home.
Smith with it, out-guarded by Porzingis. Smith with a wide-open look. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Clark, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree, unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind. It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Down again, Smith. Down low. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum making a lot of noise with these points now. He's an impact player. Make no doubt about it. Capable of turning the game all alone.
Screen by Smith to the paint. And the dunk by Smith.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. It's good. Porzingis has got 9.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
It's time for
For the Rockets, Jackson, he's checked in for Şengün. Alinari comes in for Smith. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 9. Outside Holiday. Offline with his 3.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Bobbed up there for Green. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's White. His 3-pointers off the mark. Rockets leading by 9. That's a 2 from Smith. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Horford, and the rejection by Smith. And it's Strus missing. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Jackson, a screen on Howard. Here's Smith. Oh, my! Wow!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling it on the ropes.
Here's Porzingis. Boston again missing. Rocket shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
18 feet out. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Assist from
Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Screen by Smith. Horford against Smith. It's Oladipo on the wing. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Count that one. An average long-range shooter. Oladipo makes enough to where you've got to respect his shot.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Boston with it. It's a 14-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. Red Van Vliet out there with Green, and it's Smith in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Pritchard. He kicks to Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Ross is checked in from Hedge-Strus.
In for the Celtics, Terrence Ross.
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Smith outside. Smith sets the pick for Smith. Pulls up on the wings, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Smith's got 40 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Smith with a screen on Brown. Smith finds Smith. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And the Rockets lead by 15.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. White's checked in. For 3, Smith drains the three-pointer. Smith's got 43 points.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Celtics trail by 16. White, wide open, he fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Gallinari wide open, and another 3 for Houston.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Timeout called the Rockets. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's Stephen Silas' message for his team during the last break. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep.
Oh, my, what a play.
My goodness. miss. That was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And the three ball is good. Tatum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Smith kicks to Smith and stolen by Tatum. Outside, White. Here's Pritchard. Out to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. White. They get it again. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders.
Smith, the pass to Smith. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
So it's the Celtics now. Van Vliet brings the double team. White, good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Smith surveying the D. Smith drawn the double team. Van Vliet outside. 6 to shoot. And another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team has certainly proven that tonight.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Gallinari, he's checked in for... Smith. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Şengün. And it's Green in for Fred Van Vliet. Holiday, the pass to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Coming out here tonight and making a statement. Really good work all around
for the Rockets.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Smith.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Holiday, the pass to Ross. Over Martin. And again, it's Boston converting.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Smith dishes to Martin. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Rockets lead by 18. Holiday with it. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Very soon.
Thanks very much, Victor. Another win for the team. How well are you clicking right now?
We're doing pretty good, but we can be better, man. That's what's scary about it. We got a lot of room to improve, and we can be better. And we're good right now, but we have bigger goals, bigger dreams, and we feel like we're a special team. So if we feel like that, we got to keep getting better.
Well, you're on the right road, man. Congrats on the win. 1 to Matha. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.